on that field today? Ask yourself this question.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! And let's go to the house! And let's go to the house!
When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
Football is getting hit. That's it.
It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready? And let's go to the house. And let's go to the house.
We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how like we the Miami Heat of football. Yap, 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 yap. The bottom line is you got to buckle up your chin strap.
It's embarrassing.
Yap, 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 yap.
Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from them.
He's a man. They can be hit just like us. He's a man.
You ought to make the big money.
He's a man.
Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's war out there.
When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like.
Oh, my bad, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world.
What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready? And let's go to the house. And let's go to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
No, this game's not over. It's just getting started right here on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. I'm AJ Jones. It is our Winning Wednesday, and I am here, and I'm not being a Baptist preacher when I say I'm not going to hold you long, because I'm literally supposed to be in a session right now, but hey, had to come in and let you know on Winning Wednesday who did what, who won what, and also get you ready to win something for this next week of the NFL. So let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. Some interesting games. Let's just run down the list real quick, and then I'll get to what you all came here for, the lunch break weekly, keeping up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. We had something that we have never had before happen this week. Something that has never happened before happened this week. So let's get to it. All right. Chiefs opened it up on Thursday night with a win over the Ravens, 27-20. And, man, if it had not been for some big feet, the Ravens had a shot in that one. But a toe touch too much, and Kansas City held on for the win. I had the Ravens in that one. Kansas City normally starts off slow. They look pretty good. I'm liking my pick of them to win their third Super Bowl in a row. Never been done. But, again, we had something that has never been done. All right, then Friday, it was the Philadelphia Eagles, Philadelphia Freedom, beating the Green Bay Packers. Sincere thoughts and prayers going out to Jordan Love, quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, suffered an injury in that one, but thank goodness it was not worse. But 34-29 was the final in that one. Say what you want to say about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everybody talked about how bad Justin Fields was going to be, how bad Russ Wilson was going to be. All they did was go out there and beat the Atlanta Falcons 18-10. And let me just say this. Kirk Cousins does not look like he can move. I mean, he looks like the old Drew Bledsoe out there. He looked very immobile. So, hey, Falcons can't protect forever with an immobile quarterback. I'm not overreacting, but at some point we will see Michael Penix Jr. leading that team. But Steelers got the win 18-10 over the Falcons on the road. I picked that one. The Chicago Bears didn't look pretty, but they got the job done, 24-17. And all you Will Levis fans out there, eat all the mayonnaise you want on your bananas, do all that kind of stuff. You cannot make the bonehead mistakes that he made late in that game. So, again, it was the Bears getting it done over the Steelers, and the final score there was 24-17. Everybody got New England Patriots being the worst team in the league. All they did was went on the road to beat the Cincinnati Bengals 16-10. And Jacoby Brissett played strong. Jacoby Brissett is a steady quarterback. He's back in New England where it all started, and he got the win 16-10. I don't know about the Bengals, man. That defense looked horrible. How about them Texans? 29-27 over the Indianapolis Colts on the road. The usual suspects got it done. Of course, C.J. Stroud, the best quarterback out of that rookie class from last year, and it's not even close. And it's no shade to the other quarterback. C.J. Stroud is just much better. Nico Collins did his thing again, as expected. The defense did their thing, as expected. But, man, what about Joe Mixon? What about Joe Mixon? Dude only ran 30 times for 159 plus a touchdown. I loved it. I loved it. That's old school running the god doggone football, and the Texans got it done. Miami Dolphins had some drama before the game. I'm not going to really get into that. Maybe I will. Again, I don't have a lot of time today. I'll try and touch it before I left, but they got the win over the Jaguars 20-17. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. All right, New Orleans Saints look like the best team in the NFL, but they were playing the Panthers. I will say this, for all the people that want to get rid of Bryce Young in Carolina, you need to start a little higher than Bryce Young. You need to start with your owner. And I know he is probably one of the newer owners in the league. He is. He is one of the newer owners in the league. He is already one of the worst owners in the league. The fact that Stephen Wilkes is not the head coach of the Carolina Panthers is an ownership issue. The fact that they have not surrounded that young man with the help that he needs on an offensive line, a wide receiving core, is on the ownership. It's not on Bryce Young. And I know they want to run him out of town. Do it. He'll be better. He'll be better without you. I promise you. As long as you have your owner, Bryce Young will be better without you. All right, so the Saints, 47-10. Again, aberration. We'll find out week 2. Cowboys did what I didn't think they would do. They went over to Cleveland, and they blew out the Browns 33-17. A lot going on off the field with that Cleveland Browns team. A new civil lawsuit filed against quarterback Deshaun Watson. He was grieving the loss of his father and a friend and did not play well. Again, we'll see what happens. I have my own feelings about this latest allegation, given the attorney that is representing the woman as well as represented almost all the other women. I don't want to get into it because, again, folks will come at me. I believe sexual assault victims, I believe they should be heard. I believe they should receive justice. But sometimes more than one thing at the same time can be true. All right, so Bills over the Cardinals, 34-28. I think both teams are going to be okay. Vikings all over the Giants. Giants are horrible. Daniel Jones has got to go. Now, this isn't a case of ownership. This is a case of player. Daniel Jones ain't it. The Chargers, Raiders, 22-10. A lot of folks coming for Antonio Pierce over a decision to punt late in the game. 7 minutes left to go in the game. Again, it's early. Week one. Seahawks did their thing again, 26-20 over the Broncos as expected. No love lost for the head coach of the Broncos, and I feel bad for the quarterback that they drafted. Tampa Bay. All right, Keith Hennick. Y'all got the win over the Commanders, 37-20. Bakey looked good. And the Buccaneers have a lot of weapons. They have a lot of weapons, especially at that receiving core. We'll see how things play out. The Rams and the Lions was a great game, just as expected. 26-20. Lions over the Rams. I still have the Lions going to the Super Bowl over the 49ers, over the Cowboys, and everybody else in the NFC. And then on Monday night, it gave me no greater joy than to see the quarterback of the New York Jets suffer the way that he did in that loss. It was an embarrassment. He was horrible. 32-19, final score. Again, great running system in San Francisco. The question is, will the head coach remember to run the ball when he needs to the most deep into the playoffs? It's early. They're always going to be good, but deep into the playoffs. So there you go. All right, let me run through some comments. I'll take a break. I'll come back. I'll wrap it up with who won this week's Lunch Break Weekly, Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. All mad. Same old Cowboys, too many field goals. Yeah, again, they dominated defensively. All right. Hey, Keith Hennick. Hey, AJ. Happy to see you. Happy to see you too, man. Again, I got to get back into my session. Big Time Floyd said, hello, AJ. Great opening week. Time for the Cowboys to activate Dalvin Cook. Team has to improve the running game. Dak's first test against who dat? Sunday. Sunday coming. Yeah, anyway, I got a notification that we're having some streaming problems. So if you're watching on Roku, there may be an issue there. All right, let's go ahead and break it down. Be right back right after this on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV.
Alicia.
You can't hold somebody to that standard if you haven't voiced what you want and what you're needing from that.
Mika.
If you're not communicating expectations, you're waiting for your feelings to be hurt.
Nicole.
Yeah. A lot of people don't want to take the time out to be alone and to get themselves together.
Ivan.
You got to be willing to work through stuff. And from the jump street, y'all done had problems. Maybe you don't need to be working through those.
BS3 Network proudly presents Queen 3 and King podcast. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
Hi, I'm Laura Williams coming to you from Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands. Here we've got tons of inventory here at Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands, ranging from XT4s to XT6 and from CT4 to CT6. We've got tons of certified pre-owned inventory here. Come see us here at Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands. You can contact Laura Williams at 281-224-3666.
All right, back here on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. I want to shout out to Ben Sutter III, King Doc, Queen Mika, also Ben's wife, as well as King Doc's wife. Got a chance to spend some time with them over the weekend, and man, we had a great time. That bistro, that brunch bistro that we attended, got a chance to meet the owner of that, man. It's going down in Forney, Texas. If you're ever in Forney, Texas, you got to look my guys up because, man, I had a great time with them. So I want to appreciate them for letting me in. All right, let's do this real quick. Let me pull up the lunch break weekly, keeping up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge standings. Y'all are not going to believe what happened. Y'all are not going to believe what happened. This has never happened in the history of the lunch break weekly, keeping up with the Joneses bracket challenge, but it happened this time. Let me get it to you. There we go. Okay, that's where I want to be. Here we go. You see what happened there? Willie, Keisha Kelly, Keith Hennick, Danny, Rico, Creole Red. Y'all got beat by a dude, my frat brother, who got every single one of the games right. Every single one of them right. And it didn't matter about the final score. And I got to be honest, he was way off on the final score. But Marshawn got every single one right. He pitched a no-hitter. He pitched a shutout. He got everything right. Every single one of the games Marshawn got right. Keisha Kelly only missed one. Keith Hennick only missed one. Danny Wilson only missed two. Rico only missed two. Creole Red only missed two. Delano only missed two. Kevin Lewis only missed two. Courtney Harden only missed two. Unbelievable. Anytime you only miss one or two, you normally win by a mile. But you had one guy that went out and got them all right. So Marshawn, if you are listening, I need your Cash App or your Zelle. Text me 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. Congratulations, man. Never in the history of the Lunch Break Weekly, keeping up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge, did we have anyone get them all right. Wow. 75 entries for this first week. Let's see how many we get in week number 2. Again, let me have all of your picks by tomorrow at 5:30 Central. All picks in by tomorrow at 5:30 Central. You can text them to 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. And or you can email them to faith_n_sports@gmail.com. faith_n_sports@gmail.com. And you are in. Got to have them by 5:30 Central. That's 6:30 on the East Coast, 5:30 in the mountain area where I am now, and 4:30 on the West Coast. No. I got that all wrong. 5:30 Central is 4:30 in the mountain area where I am now, 3:30 on the West Coast. And again, the West Coast people never have a problem. It's always the people in the exact same area that I'm in that get them wrong. So listen. Get your picks in, and then don't forget to use the Monday night game, for your tiebreaker, and that would be the Falcons and the Eagles. The Falcons and the Eagles as your tiebreaker. Give me the exact final score of both teams. If somebody else had 16, I bet you would have won because Marshawn was way off on the final score. Way off. He was off by about 25. About 25. Big Time Floyd said, "Congratulations, Marshawn, on going 16-0. My best was 15-1." Yeah, I know. We've had people only get one. We've never had anybody get them all. Only missed one. We never had anybody get them all. So congratulations, Marshawn, and great week for almost everybody. Willie Gibson called me and said, "Man, run me my money. Run me my money." I said, "Man, what are you talking about?" I said, "No, man, I know I got it, and I know I got the tiebreaker. Run me my money." I think Willie. Hold on, let me look and see where Willie was. Where Willie Gibson was. Hold on. Willie thinks that he had a big deal. Willie was, God, where is Willie? I'm still looking. Where were you, Willie? Hold on. I'm looking at the whole spreadsheet. I got to go, Willie. I ain't got time to. Oh, Willie, you were number 26. You were number 26, Willie. Willie, you thought you would get to check some money, and you were number 26. People were killing it this week, man. A lot of people tripped up on the Cincinnati game, New England game. A lot of people tripped on the Cincinnati game and New England game. All right, so here's what I want to do real quick, and then I'm gone. I want to run through the games this week, give you my picks, and then I'm out. All right? Okay, here we go. So Thursday night, you got the Bills and the Dolphins tomorrow night in Miami. Buffalo is a 1.5 point favorite. Miami is a 1.5 point favorite. I'm going with Buffalo. Let me tell you why I'm going with Buffalo, because Miami has not shown that they can win big games like that. And until they do, I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo walked them down last year and took the division. Miami was all out in front, and Buffalo walked them down, went from possibly not making the playoffs to winning the division. I'm going with Buffalo. All right, then you got the Saints at the Cowboys. I don't believe the Saints situation was them being a better team. I think they were better than Carolina by a lot. Clint Kubiak is the offensive coordinator now for the Saints. That means that offense will open up quite a bit. They've got the weapons. I just don't know if they can do that against that Dallas defense. Cowboys are a 6.5 point favorite. I'm going Cowboys at home. Colts and Packers, I'm going to go with the Colts on the road. Again, the unfortunate injury to Jordan Love has me going with the Colts. Browns and Jaguars, again, I don't know where Deshaun's headspace is going to be. I don't know if the team is going to let him play. I don't know if the league is going to step in. Don't know what's going to happen. Too much going on off the field. I'm going Jaguars at home. Jets and Tennessee. Tennessee is a 4-point underdog at home. I'm going to giving a hard time to the Jets offense. I'm going Tennessee in an upset. Bengals and Kansas City. I know those two teams, go at each other. I know that the Bengals feel like it's a rivalry. I don't know. I'm going Kansas City at home. Okay, here we go. I wish Russ was healthy enough to play. He is not. Justin Fields has already been named the starter. It'll be the Broncos hosting the Steelers. Broncos are a 3-point underdog. I'm going Steelers on the road. Bears and the Texans. Bears, you had your run last week. You're not going to have that run this week. Texans with the win there. Raiders and the Ravens. Unfortunately, Antonio Pierce, I got y'all going 0-2. All right, Chargers visiting the Panthers. I'm going Chargers. Buccaneers visiting the Lions. Sorry, Keith. Lions. 49ers at the Vikings. That's going to be a closer game than 6 points. I'm going 49ers, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's the upset of the week. Would not be surprised. Seahawks at the Patriots. Patriots at home. I'm going Patriots. Giants at the Commanders. I'm going Commanders. Rams at the Cardinals. I'm going Cardinals upset. Falcons at the Eagles on Monday night. I'm going Eagles. All right, let me run through them again with no commentary, and then I got to go. All right, here we go. I've got Bills over the Dolphins, Cowboys over the Saints, Colts over the Packers, Jaguars over the Browns, Titans over the Jets, Chiefs over the Bengals, Steelers over the Broncos, Texans over the Bears, Ravens over the Raiders, Chargers over the Panthers, Lions over the Buccaneers, 49ers over the Vikings, Patriots over the Seahawks, Commanders over the Giants, Cardinals over the Rams, and Eagles over the Falcons. That's what I got. All right. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. As always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I truly do love you. There's nothing you can do about it. So tune in for Chris Gardner and the Houston Round Ball Review tomorrow. Also on Friday and Monday will be Johnny Cole's HBCU Stroll. Don't miss those shows. And again, Lord say the same. I'll talk to y'all on next week. Y'all take care and enjoy your football. Congratulations, Marshawn. You got the $50. I need your Cash App or your Zelle so I can holler at you.
What do you get when you watch or listen to the Life Happens podcast? Well, I'll let them tell you.
Kim and I are both ministers of the gospel, and the Life Happens podcast is a beautiful balance by simply taking our spirituality with real life and merging it together to create a beautiful balance. And that's what we do.
BS3 Network proudly presents Life Happens Podcast, where Christianity and life intersect. Live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central.
Hi, I'm Laura Williams coming to you from Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands. Here we've got tons of inventory here at Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands, ranging from XT4s to XT6 and from CT4 to CT6. We've got tons of certified pre-owned inventory here. Come see us here at Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands. You can contact Laura Williams at 281-224-3666.
Hey, my name is Danny Wilson, and I won $500 on the lunch break with AJ Jones.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.